Hi guys, it's Alicia again from Dione Cosmetics. I promised you guys a basic eye tutorial and I'm going to try to include a basic brow tutorial in this video as well. So first off, I really want to say thank you to everybody who has been so nice when I posted the very first video. I'm still trying to work out this whole video tutorial thing, but the first one, you guys seem to really like it, so I just want to say thank you because it was a difficult experience, which is really weird because most of the people who know me know that I will get in front of the camera at any chance, but I think this is a little different. So I really want to say thank you. I really appreciate it. Any time that you took to watch the first video, and hopefully if everybody continues to like them, I'll keep them coming. So we're going to get right off started with a bang. I did my face as we did before in the foundation video. Most people know that I do my eye makeup first and then my foundation, but because the very first video was a foundation video, I figured I'd give you a chance to see what a completed look looks like. So foundation, blush is already done. So I'm going to start with Dione Cosmetics Eye Primer in Light. And this product is going to keep my eyeshadow in place all day. It's going to keep it from creasing or melting off of my eye. I have a very oily lid, so this is going to keep my eyeshadow on. So I'm going to use my ring finger. I am using the light because I have a redness in my eyes, you can see. So I use the light to cancel out any of the discoloration that is in my eyelid. Dione Cosmetics also has a clear formulation if you choose to use that. It's a personal preference, and if anybody's confused as to what formulation they should use, just contact either myself or one of the many goddesses and they'll be able to help you out, okay? So we're just using our ring finger to put an easy thin layer on. We don't want to put too much on, so that's why I'm using my finger. This is one of those products, just like the face primer, that if you use too much, it actually defeats the purpose of using it. It is going to cause creasing. So just a little bit, and I am going to put a tiny bit underneath the eye as well, like so. So this is going to be a very neutral eye, very easy to do, quick and out the door sort of thing. And I'm going to use some products that maybe you wouldn't have thought of using on your eye. I'm going to use my Dione Cosmetics face powder right here. And we are going to take the eye dome brush. This brush is a flat paddle brush that you use for eyeshadow. And we're going to scoop up some, tap off any excess, and we are going to pat that onto the eyelid. Now because this color is the actual color of my foundation, I don't have to be too precise about the application because it's not going to look harsh or uneven. We're just kind of evening out the eyelid area and getting rid of any discolorations. By pressing it like this, you're depositing the color into the eye primer, which is allowing eye primer to kind of act like a magnet and keep it from moving around even more. So just like this. I also put a little bit along my lower lash line on the inner corner. We're going to put some darkness out in the inner corner. So the inner corner, just like that. Next I'm going to take a color that originally I had thought was going to be a temporary color for the fall collection, but it's a really good color for people to have in their collection as what we call a transition color, a crease color. So this is called A Latte, and it's a matte brownie tone color, mid-tone brown. It's not overly light and it's not dark. I'm taking my eye contour brush, dipping it into the color, tapping off any excess, and what we're going to do is we're going to put that right down on the crease area, right here. Now everybody's eye shape is a little bit different, so you don't have to copy exactly my placement. You're going to have to feel where your orbital bone is, or your brow bone, and apply accordingly. Some people have a deeper socket and have to go higher up. Some people have a hooded lid and have to fake it. So everybody's eye is a little different, and that's something that comes with time. That's not something that you're going to know right off the bat. It took me a long time to figure out how to properly apply eyeshadow to my eye. So I always tell people, especially people who are trying to recreate the Pinterest looks, which are gorgeous. Not everybody's eye shape suits those looks. And if you're trying to carbon copy it, it's not going to always turn out. But if you take those colors and translate it for your eye shape, you'd be surprised what you get. So just like that. Now I'm going to take another color which I originally as well thought was going to be a temporary color, but also decided it needs to stay around. This is Coconut, which is a matte chocolate brown color. We're going to take the same brush, swirl it into the color a little bit, get a little bit on the tip, tap off excess. I'm going to go right into the outer corner of the eye, adding that little bit of dimension. This is a personal choice as to how deep you want it. If you work with small layers of color, you can build it up. It's important to work gradually. In terms of this type of makeup application, it's almost like baking, where you start with less and add as you need, because you can't subtract once you put it down, unless you want to start all over again. So working in windshield wiper motions and circular motions, allowing the brush to get into the socket and create that dimension. Stop and look to see if they're even or to your liking. I like that. Alright, so now we're going to do a brow highlight. I personally prefer a matte brow highlight, but in a look like this you could very easily, because the lid is so matte, you could very easily use a shimmer highlight. I am going to stick with my matte highlight, which is white chocolate. This is available in the permanent collection. Taking the other side of the eye dome brush that I used to put the lid color on, I'm just going to apply the white chocolate right on top of the brow bone, right underneath the brow. And what that's going to do is it's going to help to blend away that harsh line from that mid-tone color, but it's also going to lift the brow slightly and make everything just come all together. Just like that. I'm also going to take a little bit of the white chocolate and put it right in the inner corner as a nice highlight. Again, you could use a shimmer if you like. I may end up putting glitter on this at the end after I turn the camera off, so I'm trying to keep the glitter or the shimmer to a minimum because I might put glitter on. Y'all know I love glitter. Taking the coconut color again, or taking the eye dome again, just going to take the tip of the brush, just like so, tap off excess, and I'm going to connect the lower lash line to the upper lash line. And I do this is a personal preference. When it comes to makeup, it's an art form. It's what you choose to do, what feels comfortable for you. For me, not putting any color on my lower lash line is like walking out of the house with a really nice shirt on, but not wearing any pants. To me, that's the way it feels. So I like to connect the colors. To me, it makes a more cohesive look. Again, completely personal choice. So that's the eyeshadow done. Now we're going to move on to liner. I'm taking the Downy Cosmetics Onyx Kohl. These pencils are very slippery, very smudgy, so less is more for these products, okay? Look, I got black stuff all over my hands already. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my finger, just hold it right there, and lightly put dash marks along my lash line. As close to the lashes as you can get it. Like so. Doesn't have to be neat. Doesn't have to be consistent. I'm going to show you how to fix it. Like so. We still recording? We are. Last time I recorded this video and it stopped halfway through. Not impressed. Okay, so we're going to take the eye dome brush again and we're going to smudge that out. And I'm going to smudge it in an upward motion because I don't want my eye to get that sad puppy dog eye. Some people like that. I'm not into it. So I bring it up right here in the outer corner. You can use a little bit of black eyeshadow to help smudge it if you'd like. I want to go for something really, really soft. So I'm choosing to just use the liner. holding your eye taut, not pulling it, but holding it, keeps the lid from moving around too much. Just like that. And you want to get it fairly even. I like it. Now I'm going to take the eye contour brush and I'm just going to fade away any harsh, stark lines that are left from the liner. And I'm holding the brush fairly far away from the ferrule. I'm not crowding the brush out. I'm holding it far enough away to let the brush really do the work for me. Just like that. Now we're going to curl our lashes. I'm trying to be quick because the last video I attempted to make for the eyeshadow, not only did my dogs bark, but it was 15 minutes long. And y'all don't want to see me for 15 minutes. I don't think anyway. I don't want to see me for 15 minutes. Alright, so this is the Daoni Cosmetics Lash Primer. This helps to build length to lashes. And it makes little tiny lashes a little bit thicker. So it goes on like semi, well, it goes on white. And you're going to wait for it to dry to a semi-clear look. And usually I only apply it to the top lashes. I do put mascara on the bottom lashes, but I don't need my bottom lashes to look longer or thicker. So I just put it on the top. So I'm just kind of killing time, waiting for that to go kind of transparent. Then we're going to take the Daoni Cosmetics Volumizing Mascara in black. And I use it right from the tube. I know a lot of makeup artists tell people to goop off the excess, but because this brush is so small, I don't feel like it makes a huge mess, and you're wasting product. So I just go right straight from the tube to the eye. And work from the root of the lash all the way to the ends. The closer you get to the roots, the more thick your lash line is going to look. Gives the illusion of a very thick lash line. Part of the reason why we do a liner, to help our lashes look thicker. If you want to do a multiple coat of mascara on your lashes, I want you to work on the same eye until you get the desired thickness or coat that you want. Because if you go back and forth while you're using mascara, this eye's drying, you're going to cause the clumpiness to affect. So I want you to work on one eye at a time to get the desired application that you like, and then move on. What's really great about this brush is because it is so small, you can get right to the root of the lashes and get right into the inner corner and get those little guys that usually get left behind. And down. Just like that. And down. Just like that. So the eyes are done. I'm going to add one more step, and I'm going to use Daoni Cosmetics Kohl Pencil in Oracle. This is a gold pencil. And I'm just going to pop it into the inner waterline. And what this is going to do is it's going to apply a little bit of shimmer to our eye. It's going to open the eye up and make it really, really bright. And it's going to cancel out that little bit of redness that may be on your waterline. Eyes are done. Now, really quickly, we're going to move on to brows. This is the Daoni Cosmetics Brow Quad in Brunette. This is what it looks like. Okay, so you get your highlight color, you get a dark brown, a ashy brown color, and then a black. So this is good for all types of brunettes. And you do get a little brush with it. So I'm going to use the little brush, take a little bit of that dark brown color, and a little bit of that light brown color, tap off the excess, and I work from the center of the brow to build my shape using little tiny flicks like so. I'm surprised my dogs are being quiet. I close the door, and usually when I close the door, that's usually time for them to bark. Like, no! You don't want to be a part of it. I say no. No one needs to see that. Okay. Just like that. So now when you get to the front part of the brow, I'm going to take more of the lighter color with just a tint of the dark color and fill in, getting lighter in the application as I go. Now, when it comes to the brows, we do have a more sparse looking brow at the front than we do at the tail. But brows are one of those things that if it's too over the top, you won't go out looking like, I guess you won't wear it. So I want you guys to experiment with your brows. The way I do it isn't necessarily going to work for everybody, and it may not be in your preferences. So do what works for you. It's the great thing about makeup, it's art. It's an art form, and I can teach you how to do basic principles, but it's up to you guys to make your interpretations and decide what works for you as an artist. And again, when it comes to the brows, I always say this, and I was taught this in makeup school, your eyebrows are sisters, not twins, okay? So they're not meant to be 100% identical. They should have similar placements in the arching as well as similar shape, but one's going to be more precise than the other, and honestly you just have to let it go or else you'll end up bald with no eyebrows. Okay, so I purposely overdraw my eyebrows, and the reason being is because I want a nice natural fade to my brows. So I just take my eye contour brush that I was using on my eyes, and I'm just going to use it to kind of diffuse that color. I don't want it to just stop. I want it to naturally fade away. And lastly, I'm going to take the eye dome brush that we used before with a little bit of the highlight color right here, and we're going to put that right there, right underneath the highest points of the brow. Just like that. Ta-da! Easy peasy. Now, what I probably will do later, and I won't do on camera because I don't want to freak y'all out, is I'll probably put a little bit of glitter over this, like just nice natural glitter. I know natural glitter, whatever. Anyway, you know what I mean. On my lips, I am wearing Diony Cosmetics lipstick in Soft Rose. I'll show you what it looks like. This is it right here. Soft Rose. Very well loved. Love this color. It's part of the fall collection, but it is a permanent color now. And then a little bit of gloss over it. And that's it, guys. So I hope you really learned something. And I hope this was a little bit better quality. I hope you were better off seeing the products this time around. If you have any questions, get a hold of me on Facebook. You can email me as well at Alisha, A-L-I-S-H-A, at DionyCosmetics.com. And you can visit the website. It's not the greatest, but it's going in for an overhaul. So it's www.DionyCosmetics.com. I'll put all the links down below. And as always, guys, I just ask that you live life beautifully. Bye.